In this video, I'm going to solve a combination problem. So there is a special scenario that's been given in this problem. We have 10 students who are traveling from Sylhet to Bandarban. They are traveling in 2 cars or 2 vehicles. One can hold at most 7 people and the other can hold at most 4 people. How many different ways can these 10 students travel? So that's what the problem is. To solve this problem, it's easier to create a table so that you can see things actually what's happening. So let's consider first car which can hold up to 7 people, the second car which can hold up to 4 people. Now we have 10 people that need to travel. So there are a couple of possibilities here. In the first case, if 7 people go into the first car, there will be 3 people in the second. Okay? Now, what if instead of 7, 6 people go into the first car, then there will be 4 in the second? Can we have 5 people in the first car? Yes, we could, but in that case, there will be 5 people remaining, but the second car can only hold 4 people, so one person will be left out, so that can't happen. So these are the only 2 possibilities. Now, this is sort of like a combination problem. You kind of have to think. Like if I pick 7 people from the group of 10 people, it doesn't matter in which order they come in because 7 people are going to go into one car, right? So you can think of it, the first scenario. So the first scenario can happen this many ways. So in the first car, I'm going to pick 7 people out of 10. Once I pick 7 people, I'm left with 3. Okay, so this can be thought of as event 1 and this can be thought of as event 2. Event 1 can happen 10C7 ways. Okay, then event 2, which will be, if we pick already 7 people, 3 are left, that can happen in 3C 3 different ways. Together they can happen in this many ways. You have to multiply them out. I give an easy example to explain these things. So let me give it to you right now. So let's say you can dress in 3 different ways. Your friend can dress in 4 different ways. Together, how many different ways can you dress? 3 times 4 or 12 different ways. So we say that event A can happen in 3 different ways. Event B can happen in 4 different ways. Together, they can happen in 3 times 4, 12 different ways. This actually is an example of fundamental rule of multiplication. So if event A can happen in m different ways, okay, and event B can happen in n different ways, these are 2 distinct independent events. Together, they can happen m times n different ways. Just to give you a side note on this one. Now let me come back to the main problem. So if we pick 7 and 3 combination, then this can happen in this way. Now what if I pick 6? So in that case, out of 10 people, I'm going to pick 6. The order doesn't matter here, so it's going to be 10C combination, 10C6. Then if you pick 6, there are 4 left. So that can happen in 4C 4 different ways. So together they can happen in these ways. Now total possible ways these 10 people can travel is going to be this plus this. That means you add them together. If you add them, this is what you get. Now let me go ahead and explain this, what I am doing here. So this is just this is just this, right? Now remember the formula NCX is equal to n factorial over x factorial times n minus x factorial. Okay, that's what it is. A combination formula, combination of x items from a group of n distinct items. Now using that formula, I simplify this, I get this, this, similarly this is this, this is this, this is this. It's very straightforward. Now 10 factorial divided by 7 factorial times 10 minus 7 factorial, which is 3 factorials. And then 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial times 0 factorial. 3 minus 3 is 0, 0 factorial. Just keep in mind that 0 factorial is defined as 1. 0 factorial is not 0. 0 factorial is 1. And then things become pretty straightforward. 3 factorial cancel out. 0 factorial is 1, so this whole term is going to be just 1. Similarly, 4 factorial cancel out, and 0 factorial is 1, so this thing is going to be just 1. So then it just comes down to this plus this, right? So let's simplify it further. And so if I break it down, look, 10 factorial, I could write it as 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 factorial. Why did I do that? So that I can cancel 7 factorial and 7 factorial. Now 3 goes into 9 3 times, and 3 goes into 8 4, 2 goes into 8 4 times. So 3 times 4 is 12, 12 times 10 is 120. Now similarly here, 6 factorial and 6 factorial cancel out. 4 times 2 is 8, 8 cancel out. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 times 10 is 30, 30 times 7 is 210. So that's what it is. Now 120 plus 210 is 330. That's the number of ways that the students can travel in these two vehicles. Now let me summarize what I did here. Basically, 10 students are traveling from one city to another. They have 2 vehicles or 2 cars, let's say. One can hold up to 7, the other can hold up to 4. How many different ways can they travel? So these are the 2 different ways. First car 7, second car 3, or first car 6, second car 4. Now how many ways can this happen? The first combination, it could happen 10C7 times C3, 3C3, okay? And the second one can happen 10C6 times 4C4, different ways. And then I simplify it using the formula, or using the formula for combination, which is this one. And then once I simplify it, the final number I get is 330. That's what it is. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.